Good evening, everyone. Bitcoin selling off hard once again, starting to feel like a stuck record on that. How much further do I think this can go, and what do we have to prepare for next? Let's get straight into it. You can see that Bitcoin is currently trading at a price of $64,554. That means we broke my line in the sand at 65k, which got me out, or caused me to get out of my last leveraged long position. It was 0.1 BTC, 20x leverage. We got out of the rest of that trade for just a couple of $100, or just shy of a couple of $100 in profit. Overall, that trade that we took long during the big sell-off on the 6th of February printed us somewhere in the region of $3,000 in profit overall. We got into that position pretty big during this sell-off, and we got out of it pretty big immediately afterwards, leaving a little bit to trickle on. But as I said in previous videos, I would be getting out of that if we broke 65k. And the reason for that is we've essentially printed a downtrend since the initial bounce that we put in after that big hard sell-off. Downtrend categorized by a series of lower lows and lower highs, right? High here, lower high here. Thought we would turn that around on Friday, but as it happened, we came in to put a lower low in here, and just now we've also arguably put in another lower low, right, bottoming out for the day at 63,852. So that is a technical downtrend. No, markets do not move because of lines that you draw on a chart or pretty patterns that you draw on a chart, but okay, arguably the market is moving down, or has been moving down on average since that initial pump after the big sell-off. Now, sure, some of this is retrospective, right? In fact, quite a lot of it is retrospective. Clearly the market has moved down since that initial buy up, but nonetheless, we've got to have a reason for invalidation for the trade. And like I said, that was an unusually risky trade for me overall. The remainder in that position was a very low part of risk, and overall we came out of that trade in profit. So still happy with that. Stuck to the plan. Usually pays off to stick to the plan. What else is going on in the market? Well, we've still got geopolitical issues in the US, both on the front of on two fronts. Okay, we've got the tariff issues in the US. Stock markets stumble as global trade faces more Trump tariff uncertainty. And then we've also got the Iran situation. Both of those situations are still live and hot, basically. Markets not loving the uncertainty, but crypto faring fairly worse than the S&P is. It's interesting, if we take a look at liquidations in the market, we have seen about $500 million, about $500 million worth of long liquidations within the last 24 hours. And that has, of course, flipped the liquidation profile of the market right now. You can see, once again, much more leveraged shorts in the market. Sorry, that chart is going absolutely wild. Just check that you can see that properly. Much more short side liquidation risk in the market than there is long side liquidation risk in the market right now, which is to be expected when we put in a sweep, okay, like we have done over the last 24 hours, and liquidate out some of those longs. Sentiment still pretty bad, 14. Okay, technically just in extreme fear. I believe that comes in at 15 on the Fear and Greed Index. Not a lot of people buying into this dip just yet. I have heard a lot of people online calling for a potential bounce before we hit these lows at 60k. Honestly, I'm not terribly optimistic about something like that happening. For me, it would depend on how fast we come down, basically whether or not I think it's likely that we bounce up from there, that we get into an oversold position and potentially find some liquidity, potentially find a bounce. But I will be watching this to see if that materializes. Essentially, if we came down very quickly from here, I would possibly look to bid pre-hitting that wick. But if we just continue to slowly bleed off, then it's more likely, in my opinion, that we break that 60k level. Look at that round number bias, by the way, coming in just at 60k on the tip of the wick here on the Coinbase spot chart. But I will be watching that carefully. Like I say, I mean, most of the liquidation risk in the market has been blown out for the time being. If we look on the one-day cumulative risk, it's just about $1 billion worth, down at 57. Where does 60 come in on this? There we go. And to be fair, about $890 million worth of long side liquidation risk still sitting at 60k. That could be pretty dramatic if we came down through that rapidly. But it all depends on how we approach that number, basically, and how this shifts as we get closer to it. I don't think, well, as I've been saying, we're going to reach a point where most of the market is out in terms of leverage, and that is probably going to come pretty close to the point at which this starts to turn around. If we're taking a longer term beat on this, and if we are talking about a scenario where we break 60k, let me just zoom out to the daily charts and show you what I think about that, because basically it's going to be predicated on watching these lows, watching these lows from this cluster basically. And I think it's quite clear there is liquidity in here. We spoke about previously the point of control on the volume profile drawn in for this short range, right, between the 13th of March and between the 13th of October. We've kind of already gravitated towards that point of control. Clearly prices tend to gravitate towards areas of higher volume, and now I'd be looking for price to potentially anchor towards some of these lows. So the next significant one that comes in here is just about 58,700. Okay, we can draw that on there. And the next one to the downside from there, again on the daily chart here on Coinbase Spot, is down at 52.3. So if we were to break 60k, I wouldn't be surprised if we came in somewhere into this region. And sure, it's a wide range, but I wouldn't be surprised if we came in somewhere into there for the next leg. Like I say, I don't know if we could see at this point, just calling it how I see it with the data in front of me, I don't know if it's likely we see another massive sell-off, just because we're running out of people to liquidate, right? And sure, the market is full of surprises, but just looking at the data, we're getting closer and closer to that point where there's just no more longs left to liquidate, in which case any buying has to basically be driven by spot. And we know that while smaller players continue to sell spot Bitcoin on the markets, right? Clearly someone's selling. We know from the data, once again, that accumulator addresses here, as cited, I'm citing crypto quant data here, accumulator addresses continue to ramp up buying. We know about many other big entities buying as well. Quick look at the ETF flows. Actually, an inflow day on the 20th of October there, $88 million worth of net inflows. We are yet to see data for the 23rd. I would probably expect that to be outflows just going on what we've seen, although I did mention a few days ago, starting to see interesting anomalies in this data where we're actually seeing flips on the ETF flows, not behaving just like retail, i.e. not just buying green days and selling red days. But there we go. For the time being, not positioned in any kind of short-term trades. I am looking to keep accumulating this all the way down. Just one more thing to point out to you. Okay, if we accept that we're in a bear market, right? Let's just look at what happened last time. Purely on percentage terms. Okay, so from the all-time high, 13th of November 21, down to bear market lows, 12th of November 2022. That represents a 77.5% drop in price. So if we map that to where we are right now, we are currently only down about 50%. The lowest we got so far was about 52%. So if we drew that all the way down to another 77% drop, you're looking at prices sub 30k. Honestly, that's pretty exciting. If we were to get there quickly, I would absolutely be an accumulator at those prices. Don't think that is a particularly likely scenario that we just teleport down there right now. I've got to be ready for it, obviously, but I will continue accumulating Bitcoin all the way down. That is the game plan. That tends to be how you win this game long term. Also looking at those short-term opportunities, like I say, if we were to stab down right now very quickly beneath 60k, then I would potentially be looking to bid sub 60, right? That's right. If we were to continue stabbing down towards 60k, if we got there fast enough, I would be potentially looking to scoop in this. You could anchor that trade, like right against 60k, something like this. But the problem with that trade for me is kind of looming. That 60k bottom is kind of looming. Like I said, we've still got some liquidation risk down there. Still about nearly $1 billion on the 1 day time frame and about 1.8 on the 30-day time frame. Better to look at the 1 day time frame here because this is cumulative and we've obviously wiped out a fair amount of longs right now, but you're still looking at about $880 million worth of cumulative long liquidation risk down at 60k. But we'd have to get there pretty quickly in order to liquidate that. Anyway, I'm waffling. Point is, if we come down quickly from here, you could anchor a long trade. You could make a case for anchoring a long trade with 60k as your invalidation. depending on how we get there. If we get there slowly, i.e. in the next couple of days, then I'm looking for a further extension to the downside from that. But in either scenario, I am looking to continue scooping up spots, and I'm looking to scoop up spot more rapidly the more aggressively we come down, basically. Because the more aggressively we come down, the closer we get to that oversold point where we could realistically start catching a bid and this turning around for a considerable amount of time. But in any case, purely my opinion shared just for entertainment purposes. But thank you so much for watching. There is plenty more to come. Catch you in the next one.